Hey guys, good morning and welcome back to another vlog. So the beginning of this vlog was actually a couple of clips, a small montage of a huge medical scare that both me and Cadence's dad and Cadence obviously went through about a week ago. So last Thursday, Cadence, was it like 2 weeks? I'm so off on time right now. Last Thursday, Cadence had a very severe and for the first time an asthma attack, and it was so sudden and like I don't know how, and just so out of nowhere. It was literally the scariest thing as a parent that I could ever imagine. She woke up pretty early, really early, and she was like, "Mommy, I don't feel well." And I let her come into the bed with me, but it was still a little bit dark. You know, I didn't really like wake up to really look at her or anything. And then she's like stirring, unable to sleep. And then she's like a lot of coughing happening, but like just mom's ears, I could tell the coughing wasn't like a cold. Like it just sounded different. Then she like, stirring, woke up again. She was like, "Mommy, I really don't feel well." So I get up. I get her dad up and we're looking at her, and like as we're looking at her, like her entire body, like, and you guys know she might look big on camera, a little tall on camera, but she is a tiny little thing. All of a sudden her lips started turning blue. So I'm like, oh nah, like we gotta go right now. Like we're just throwing on whatever. We get to the hospital. They literally don't even ask us any questions. They see her face, immediately take her from us, put her on oxygen, get all her vitals read, everything or whatever. So like for her age, like 3 to 4 year old and her weight, at her age, like the breathing monitor, like for your intake, like the room intake for the air that you're taking or whatever, should be resting around like 96, 98 obviously being, and 99 obviously being what you want to see. She was at 83. So like my kid was really, really struggling, and the attack was so severe that like they put her on oxygen. She still wasn't really able to catch her breath. So then the doctor had to come in and we started like albuterol. If you have asthma, like you're pretty familiar with that. But then the albuterol wasn't working. It wasn't calming her chest down or calming the reaction down. Then they had to start her on like 2 different types of steroids for the 3 days that we then stayed in the hospital. Or excuse me, yeah, three days that we then stayed in the hospital. And those didn't start working until the next day. So it was just a really, really hard couple of days. Luckily, she's much, much better though, and we just have a different approach to things now. So she doesn't officially have asthma. We do have one more specialist to go see. We have to go see a pulmonologist, and I guess that's where they'll diagnose her. But here's the rub, I guess, and here's the warning if you are a parent watching this. This year, as we were told by the hospital and the other specialists that we saw there, both RSV and the rhinovirus are is especially dangerous. Like RSV in babies is already not a freaking joke. We're already told to watch out for the flu, and we're like vaccinated and protected against all those things. But RSV and rhinovirus, specifically rhinovirus, that's supposed to be just like, it gives you the run-of-the-mill cold. It's not supposed to be anything that, you need to watch out for, but you do this season. And especially if your child has upper respiratory issues or tends to always get a cold or keeps a cough on them or keeps phlegm in their chest. So what's happening is it's making children like present asthmatic, like just having severe upper respiratory distress. So that's what's going on with her, but they are evaluating her for asthma. So we have to see a specialist. Until then, we're just our treatment plan or whatever is to treat it as though she not only had an asthma attack, but she does have asthma, so we treat it daily now. Oh my God. Actually, I ended up spending my birthday in the hospital. So grateful is honestly not even the beginning of how I feel. I've never been more grateful for life, and in such a way, ever. I turned 33 that Saturday, so October 1st, but I spent it in a hospital just staring at my daughter on IVs still, able to get around, do whatever she needed to do, but still not fully well yet. But I'm telling you, it could have been something else had we not moved fast enough, had we not caught what was going on, or even if you, and you know, as African Americans going into a hospital, this does not guarantee help. Just because the hospital is there and just because you made it, it does not guarantee that you are getting top medical treatment. But luckily, our hospital was top of the line. Every single person we saw was top notch. And I am just so grateful to God, so grateful for life. I originally didn't really have like any like plan for real for my birthday, but last minute I'm like, you know what, I really deserve some time away, like some just me time, peaceful. I didn't want to just do like a hotel something. The hotels were kind of expensive for some reason. I didn't want to do that because I feel like Charlotte doesn't really have any nice luxury hotels that I would really stay at anyway. That would feel like a good staycation. So I ended up getting on Vrbo and booking a cabin trip. Luckily, I was able to move my trip just because, like, I don't know, I thought I would need all this proof, whatever, but the host is actually a mom, so she was very, like, she was good with it, but that was the last weekend available. So I actually had to go during the week, and that is tomorrow. So I'll be gone from Monday to Wednesday on my cabin trip. So today, I'm going to be doing all my prep, so I was like, ooh, this is a birthday vlog the right way. Alright, so Trader Joe's run is all finished. I also went to Harris Teeter, but I just had to pick up, you know, when you go to Trader Joe's, you actually have to hit 3 more grocery stores. But I just picked up from Harris Teeter things to cook, maybe like 1 or 2 meals to cook, just so, like, you know, peace of mind while I'm gone. There's like dinner available should she like refuse anything, and then there's no thinking to it. But let me just show you guys what I got for myself for the cabin trip. Gotta start off with some snacks. They brought these bags, so yeah, definitely eating. I brought 2 bags, but I need to relax. I just need to take one of them. Sweet plantain chips. These are not for me, but I bought them. I just really, well, they're not for the trip, but I really love these. So good. The reason why I love these though, they taste a little bit more like the crust for some reason tastes a bit almost like Haitian patties instead of Jamaican beef patties. So yeah. But okay, I got tomato soup. 'Tis the season. I'm going up to the mountain, so obviously like we need soup. I already have sourdough bread and then like my special cheese for a grilled cheese. So I've been fiending to make that, so I'm gonna do that up there. I got re-upped on these. I actually have not tried these, this flavor before, but I've tried these drinks before and I really love them. I love the green tea. I love the pineapple one, and I think they have a peach, but loving these or wanting to try these, so I'm sure I'll love them. What else? So I also got naan crackers. Give myself do a little prosciutto and cheese. It's like a quick little snack, like, you know, if I'm like watching something, or I think there's a fireplace there, we'll see. So I bought that for that, just to sit. I've also been craving these. I usually go to the Kenny G supermarket here in Charlotte to get the barbecue pork buns, the bao buns, but these seemed really good. They're the Chinese style pork buns. So I'm gonna try these up there as well. Just a lot of comfort food, obviously. And then I got myself some mini croissants. They're actually completely out of like the bigger croissants, like the 3 per pack. You know, everything, supply chain, everything is still super messed up. But I think actually for this Trader Joe's, their distribution comes from Florida. So they're still having to recover from like the hurricane stuff. So I just ended up just getting these mini ones, which is probably better anyway. And then the last thing I got was not for the trip, but like I absolutely thought I needed to try this. Like this just seems like it would be so good in matcha. It's the blueberry lavender flavored almond beverage. So next time I make some matcha, probably tomorrow morning, I'm gonna try this and then I'll let you guys know how it is. So I'm gonna put all this stuff away, just start doing like the cooking prepping so that's out of the way. And then I did have some content to film, but the like light, it's like gloomy outside now, so won't do that. gotta finish cleaning. I like started cleaning up the house. Like I cleaned up the whole, like her side, her bathroom, and living room, but definitely need to get the floors in the bathroom for me. And then so I'm gonna just do that and then we'll pack together. Hey guys, so I'm actually about to take on a quick discovery call because I forgot to block my calendar for like the right time of the day, I guess, or whatever, so that I wouldn't be working. But it's okay. It's just one discovery call. Hopefully it ends successfully.
That's a thing that I like create my reels on. And my thing is I make reels because I like doing it. Like that's something that I find that is fun for me. Now when it comes to like the aspect of like how can I turn something fun into something like a passive income, that's what I'm like more interested in. Like almost I want to take myself on as a client. That's like my goal in a sense. So traveling is definitely something big that I make content on. So like branding with like resorts or things of that nature.
So far, traveling, you would love to do that. One thing I did hear you mention that I want to kind of revisit or unpack a little bit is the word passive. So what do you mean by that, passive income?
So passive income, something that like I see like people be like, oh, like made like $30-something on my last reel. I don't know what that is or like how I could, or if like views is just what I need to make income. Again, building that community is really what I do love. Social media aspect, how do I like create that community and keep it strong, like how you kind of create it.
But in terms of your personal, like what you'd like to do on your Instagram and then possibly turn that into income. And here I'm going to circle back on that passive word. Nothing about social media content creation is passive. It's a lot of work actually, especially if you want to do it to make income from it. There's a lot of intentional, detailed work that goes into each of your posts. So that way you're not only able to just get just get brand recognition, but you want to have longevity with those brands and that you're able to really ask her what you're worth. So it can be income, but she's not passive. All right, call is finished, so I'm just like packing my stuff down. The only thing I'm really gonna use cubes for are my beauty things. Next, I have like let me show you guys. I have my clothes laid out. It was much neater prior to, I swear. But I just packed like one outfit for hiking, my bathing suit, my robe over there. Got my loungewear, underwear. I don't care how many days I'm gone for. I'm gonna pack 10,000 underwear, a spare towel. And I think that's really it. Like I'm literally gone 1.5 days, so I'm just being realistic. Oh, and I have one more outfit, like on a just in case situation. And then what I'm wearing is what I'm going with. Like that's that. So let me get all these together and I'll be back. All right guys, so we are in the car. I actually am a little frazzled. I don't know. Maybe when I get on the road, like I'll be a bit more calm, but I'm right now battling a couple of things. The first, I'm feeling annoyed with myself, and I don't know why this is feeling like more of a hassle. Like it's a hassle to leave and get to my destination rather than like I'm going on a trip for myself, by myself. I just think, you know, breaking from, I think I know what the hell is going on, and I'm gonna be real about it with myself real quick, because the other part of my annoyance is I was this close, like the mental gymnastics I had to do to not invite Cadence and then also her father who's watching her while I'm gone. It's just obviously like a little bit of that codependency is like popping up again, even though things have been just fine. You know, I haven't been triggered in any other way. Like I really can see the measures I've set for myself and just like the boundaries I've set for myself. Like I'm good. I don't feel myself having to actively, like, you know what I mean, fight to protect myself or anything, but I'm obviously only human. I think the little bit of codependency is still trying to poke its way through. Obviously I left them behind and I'm good and I'm fine, but I feel like that's what's really confusing the emotions right now. Like I should be feeling whew, on my way out of here. It's quiet. I don't have to deal with anyone. No kid, no, you know, extra person or whatever, but instead I'm feeling anxious. So yeah, I don't think I'm feeling stressed or anxious is what I'm feeling right now. So that's what's going on, but that's okay because I'm starting to treat myself already. Don't judge. I've been craving for 4 days. And so that's what I'm gonna get. And that's what I'm gonna eat on my way. It's 12 o'clock. This thing is saying 2 hours and 39 minutes. So I should be there in perfect timing. There's no traffic. Who's really driving up that way on a Monday? I'm going like a little bit towards Asheville, up there somewhere, not far. It's like 40 minutes away from Asheville. So I'm gonna get on the road. Got that food. I'm not gonna eat that right away yet. I just need to do my shot. I've got some yogurt that I already had. I've got my water bottle with me. I have a couple podcasts set up, but this is the podcast that I'm planning on listening to the entire way there. Let me show you guys. It's The Killing of Marilyn Monroe. There's like there's 12 episodes out already. So, and they're each like tops 26 minutes. So that's going to be perfect. It's going to carry me. Stephanie, this is a birthday treat to yourself. Silence is always a treat to yourself. Alone is not lonely. And you've got this. Let's hit the road. So I'm here. It's 2:48. I made it technically on time, but I accidentally went a little too far. And so whatever, I make it here. My check-in is 2 o'clock. Like I totally, have it on like written and whatever. I get here and I like just the things are just not labeled properly. So I have no idea which cabin is which, whatevs. Get here and this like lady, it's just creepy. I'm in the middle of nowhere, for real. And this lady comes out, not the friendliest, like smiling back to me for her seems, it's very difficult for her, whatever. So I'm just giving yes ma'am, just giving like, I'm staying by my car or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, so like, can I come in and put my stuff in? Like, she's like, I have to still like vacuum, mop. And I'm almost done. Like check-in is supposed to be. I was like, yeah, I just told you though. I got approved to check in at 2. She's like, nobody ran it by me. And I'm like, can I have your name, please? Like, whatever. She gives me her name, and I'm like, it's inconsequential, really, because I've never spoken to you. So like, neither one of us know each other. Whatever. So I'm like, okay, can I put my things in for like that are just need to be refrigerated? And she's just like waiting for me to be like, okay, never mind. Like, she won't even let me go inside and put my things in the refrigerator. So wonder what is really, and it's only her cleaning. So how long is this really going to take? So I'm in my car waiting because she claims it's only going to take a few minutes. But this cabin is actually really huge. I can't wait to go inside. And see there's a hot tub and it's like right here. It's kind of like, it's not really out in the open, but I thought it was a little bit more pushed back. But we'll do a tour in a second. I have 0 signal, so I'm about to actually knock on the door like, girl, what's the Wi-Fi? Because I can't even like tell anyone I have made it. I have no signal whatsoever. So this is what a setup. All right, guys, so we're in. I've actually been here a little bit, but the owner came and just like, we just chatted for a little bit, which was really cool. I'll tell you guys what she ended up saying, but let me just give you guys a tour of the place first. So first, this is just like as soon as you walk in. So this is the front door, and as soon as you walk in, you just see it's like pretty much open layout. So this is the kitchen right here. There's like a little kitchenette in front of the door, in the kitchen area. It's just like a really old cabin. There are 3 other cabins on the property, but we can't really see each other. So this is the first bedroom here. Really nice size. I'm not going to be staying down here though. This is the living room space. Really tall ceilings, so it's like a super open place. This is the fireplace, which I think I'm going to have to learn how to turn on because it's actually cold. So going upstairs to the main bedroom where I'm going to be staying, and that's right here. I already put like some of my stuff out. The bed is pretty comfortable actually, and then this is the main bathroom that I'm going to be using, and this one is stand-up tub. What I will say, this place is hella clean. And then if I go down this way, I can exit the side door, and then that just brings me to this gorgeous, gorgeous view outside. This is just like a little bench. I think I'll sit there in the morning, maybe tonight. But there's like a river down here. We'll walk toward that way maybe tomorrow morning. Oh my gosh, there's horses. Oh my God, can you see that one? There's horses down there. They weren't there earlier. There's 2 horses. See them? And then beautiful mountain ranges. So this is my view. And then the best part about this rental is the tub. So there's a hot tub here, and then this is like where I came in from. My car's parked there, and then this is like the front entrance to the cabin. It's actually so gorgeous here. It's like, oh, this is gonna be a good, peaceful stay for sure. So what she did end up telling me, just like while we were chatting a bit, is that there are bears. So try not to go on any like night walks. Girl, first of all, I'm black. I was staying inside. But don't go on any night walks. Y'all, this tub just started. I'm jumpy. I gotta chill. The tub just started and I almost just lost my life. But yeah, so obviously don't come outside or go on the trail at night. So it's really rare that they will come up here. If obviously if I have food out or anything, then they'll like smell and try to come up. But otherwise, like, I shouldn't have any issues. I just like unpacked some stuff that I brought to eat in the refrigerator and stuff like that. And I'm just gonna sit and chill. Like, I've kind of been up all day, but these horses are so beautiful. And I almost also wonder where they came from. There's two, like, yeah, I said there's other cabins. Like, the other one is like around the corner that way, and then the other is like up there. I don't know if you guys, maybe I'll like zoom this in editing, but there's like some chairs and stuff over there, but that's where the other one is. I hated American flag, girl. Like, you know, I just feel like anyone who actually has an American flag out these days, like, you know what they're really saying. Like, you know what they're saying. So whatever to that, but otherwise I am just so grateful for this view and that I did this for myself, and I am just super, super ready to enjoy it. All right, so it's a little bit later. Took a wonderful nap, and now I'm just going to set up the hot tub. I just had to read a full-on manual on how to get this thing together. So hold on, let me put these down. Not the rustling in the trees, guys. Every movement, I'm just like freak the fuck out. Hold on. It is exactly 10 o'clock. Today is hike day. I am so excited to get out on a hike. A little bit nervous for real, because I'm like, am I hike ready? You know what I mean? Like, do I need bear spray? are bears actually out on these trails? Will other people be out on these trails? Is it smart to hike? You know what? I just talked myself out of it. No. That's just, it's like so many factors. I'm gonna just watch like a YouTube video or something and see like what precautions, if anything. But the trail I chose is like, it's not that deep. Like it's a regular flat trail. There's not, it's like an easy trail, I should say, or whatever. But let's see. I just feel like because it's the weekday, who is really out? Who else would be out? But I guess I can always like, scope it out before anything. But that's supposed to be the plan today. So let's see if we actually get there. But I actually slept really well. At one point, I'm pretty sure I had a dream of like a bear on my car. But I'm gonna be dreaming about bears until I leave here for real. Like this too much. As soon as she told me there are bears here, now I just hear them all the time. But yeah, I had that dream, but otherwise I actually slept really, really well. It was really warm. I didn't use the fireplace. We're definitely gonna use that tonight. But I tried to make some coffee. Look at this ancient situation. Oh my God. I tried to make coffee in that and it was disgusting. So no thanks. Let me leave my phone alone for the morning. I'm just gonna finish my water. I wanted to go outside and just like journal real quick. So we could do that. I rarely get the chance to actually journal when I'm at home, even though I really want to. There's just mad distractions. Like, I'm just keep it real with myself. There's a lot of distractions. And it's really like the last thing on my mind to pick up my journal and do anything. But here, it's so quiet. Look at the morning view. I don't know if you guys could see over there, but there's like water down there, a river essentially. And I want to go down there so bad. Maybe we'll do that like as a pre-hike. Like all those rocks and stuff or whatever, they're actually in water. Oh, and there's like a seating area. Oh no, we're gonna have to walk over there, y'all. There's a seating area. But this is the morning and I'm gonna sit right here. And I'm gonna sit right here. I'm gonna just sit right here and do my journaling for a little bit. Dressed. This is the outfit. She's a hiker. She's going hiking. I'm excited. I got this jacket literally thrifting. Hello, excuse me, excuse you. It was made for today. I'm so pressed about this jacket. I saved it so many times on my Pinterest board last year, as well as like 2 reels or something that I saw. And so when I saw this, I pounced on it. And look how cool. It like, I'm not really sure what the function of that is, but I feel like, you know, I guess if you're a sweater or something. But it's so perfect. It's actually pretty nip outside. Let's walk and talk, girls. It's pretty nip outside, but I'm pretty covered. So yeah, I got my water. My charger for the car, my like picture stand, whatever, phone, tripod, that's the word. And yeah, that's it. I'm trying not to drink too much water so I don't have to pee in the woods and the bears can smell it. Ooh. Okay, so the car, I forgot the address to the hike. Oh my god, oh my god. It's cold, it's freaking cold outside. cannot. Okay, we're back. I got the address and things and such. Let me take this off. I cannot drive in multiple layers. My hands are also so ashy. I feel really good today. I was, as you know, freaking not. Oh, gross! It was so cold out here for real. The aquifer is like frozen a bit. That's crazy. She says as she wakes up at the peak of a freaking mountain. Duh, it was that cold. Duh. But anyway, I was feeling so scared to do this, to like go on a hike. Partially because I watched like 8 seasons of Alone in like 2 days. You should check that out. It's on Hulu. Not the Netflix one, the Hulu one. But skip all the ones where they're doing like together challenges. Those suck. Anyway, I watched that and wow. The wilderness is effing nuts. You know what I mean? So it's like your fault if something happens to you there because nobody asked you to be there, especially alone. So, you know, that's resonating with me. But literally everything today is pointing to getting out there, getting out of my comfort zone, and just like finding inspo from that, and also just living life. You know what I mean? Like we were just living life. I have not been living life. I have been living capitalism, and I hate that. I hate that for myself so bad because it always ends up feeling hopeless. You always end up feeling beat. And that's the game. That's the game of capitalism, and that's why I try to take a break from playing. Anyway, I'm like, I have like no signal immediately after I leave the cabin, but I had to take a picture of how to get to this place. I think once I get down to the Old Town Road, I'll be able to freaking bust a left and I'll be able to see where I'm going or whatever. How the hell am I gonna get out of here though? From Burnsville, go east on I don't know what east, west, south, or north is. So we're gonna figure that out together. And when I say together, I mean something in this car better do it, because I'll fuck around and drive home. Okay, so we're gonna do that. I'm gonna figure out how to get here. I need a lot of energy. But what was I saying before? Oh yeah, that, you know, everything to today is definitely pointing to the fact that I should do this. I read do you guys use the Pattern app? Freakishly accurate. But mine today said, break free. Today you may feel the urge to stretch beyond your current horizons and go outside of your usual routine. Then I was talking to my good girl, Patty, and she's a bitch that's just not afraid of things. There she is. She masks it very well, and I'm grateful for that. But she was like, why are you letting fear lead you? And I was like, you're absolutely right. And so here we go. Not letting fear rule us. Okay, so we made it. I'm parked over there, and there's a lot of cars here, so I would think that means there's a lot of people on this trail. I think the trail starts here. I mean, like, where else would it start? Here we go. We're on a hike, people. All right. What the hell am I doing for real? This is kind of creepy, but also looks beautiful. Okay, so we have a problem. Is this where I'm supposed to go, or do I keep going this way? I feel like if this was heavily walked, like grass wouldn't still be growing on it. But what is that? what would that even lead me to? This is supposed to be a waterfall though, so it would make sense if there's water coming down here that I gotta go up. Oh God. All right, so let's try. Going, shoot, through here. Ooh, this looks cool though. All right, let's see. Made it. Oh my goodness. You guys. Okay, we made it back. That was literally a magical experience. I don't know what I was so afraid of, but again, so happy I did not let that lead me. It was beautiful. It literally looked like a painting. I know, like, whatever you guys are about to see, just like, no, it was 10 times more perfect, more gorgeous. Like, it was just like, whew, God did his thing for real. But on the way back, I stopped at this really cute, like, I took a chance because I saw so many like Trump whatever things on the way back down from that mountain. But I don't know, like this one little coffee, like small coffee shop or whatever, I went in there and I don't know, I was just like wanting to see local stuff, but they were so nice in there. So I'm glad I stopped by. I got these 2 cookies that smell so good. One is oatmeal cranberry. So like, look how huge these cookies are. Oatmeal cranberry, and then the other one is a maple pecan, which is what they're like known for. They were literally just made today. They're like fresh. They smell so good. Like, I cannot wait to try these. But get this, and I got a free cake. It's like a, I don't want to like drop it. It's like a free chocolate cake with a caramel drizzle, and I think it's like a maple like icing on it. So I'm definitely going to eat that later, my little celebration. My friend Lydia actually got me a cake, and I was supposed to bring it up, and like, of course, an hour into my drive, I completely forgot that I like left it in the freezer, which I was like bummed about for sure. But like, look at God, this came through. So I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator, and for real, I'm about to sit. I don't want to say another word for the next couple of minutes. I got where the heck? Oh yeah, I got this tomato soup from Trader Joe's instead of just making stuff from scratch. Like, I'm on vacation, please. So I'm going to definitely fire this up. I brought bread and then I had cheese in there, whatever, to make a good grilled cheese. So that's really what I'm about to get into. Psych, nah, I'm gonna shower, then I'm gonna make, you know, shower, whatever, then I'm gonna make this, then I'm gonna sit down, and then that hot tub is calling my name one more time later. So I'll meet you guys there. See ya.
Just an update. The lunch was not as stressful as I thought it was going to be. Conversation flowed nicely. Everyone was super friendly.
literal silence. Like I got so much time in the hot tub and I was just like praying, basically meditating, just in silence, which I never get to do. I never get to do it on the level that I just did. And I'm really, 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 really grateful that I gave myself this trip to be able to do stuff like that. I didn't even know that would really come out of it. If anything, I just wanted to book a trip. Like I just wanted to get away. But the stuff this trip has brought me, has been just really like, I'm grateful for myself. On this birthday, on this 33rd year, I'm grateful that I'm doing things for myself. Like, you know, what is that quote? Like, you belong to you before you belong to anyone else. I feel like that's what this trip reinforced for me. It might not seem like silence is a gift to yourself, but the first thing is obvious. I have a almost 4-year-old that I take care of by myself all day, every day. So silence is not a thing. Actually, like motherhood, even if it wasn't by myself, like motherhood period is a stream of noise. Like sometimes she has her iPad on, the TV, and her voice going at the same time. And you just have to get really good at drowning it all out or you're gonna be like a murderer. Like it's insane. You're always on a high frequency and just high alert because there's so many noises. So it's a gift to myself in that way, to just get away from unwanted Bluey and whatever heck else is going on with her. But full transparency, I'm gonna share something with y'all. Like we're really family after this. Like we're family. I am someone, and you may have noticed from my other vlogs, like I am constantly watching something on my iPad or on my phone, regardless if I'm literally making a sandwich or if I'm just like going downstairs to grab something, like whatever. I am constantly listening to something, a podcast, a vlog, some murder something or whatever. Just it's always something on to keep my mind occupied. I do that because, all right, I'm gonna tell you, in silence, a lot of trauma comes up for me. I feel like the second my mind is experiencing zero noise, the first things that come up are like noises from like my parents fighting when I was younger, or maybe a conversation repeats that like something hurtful was said to me, or like a weird, just like harmful thoughts. Not harmful thoughts as in like I want to harm myself, but just thoughts that are just like, they make you wince a little bit. Like, oh, like I just don't want to deal or think about that. And I feel like when I'm watching something, listening to something, voice noting something, whatever, like I don't hear those voices or I don't have to actually deal with them. And maybe at some point I really do need to like tell a therapist that so we can work through whatever that is. Maybe I'm supposed to face those or whatever, but yeah, like I'm constantly pushing away silence because of that. I don't know, like let me know if you deal with that at all. Like silence brings you trauma, like, or makes space for your trauma to just like show up right in front of you. And loud at that. So yeah, that's what I kind of use noise for, to keep those things at bay. But during this trip, I had no choice really but to lean into it. And surprisingly, I wasn't like bombarded by those thoughts. I had some for sure, like at the beginning of me being in the tub, like I for sure was like just thinking about like past like relationship stuff, like why would you say that to me, or just reliving how I felt when I heard, you know, something or whatever was being said to me. But then I just like turned around, I was like looking at the scenery, and I just was starting to feel that silence or replace the voices that were going on in my head with my own voice. Like I was just talking over it until it was only my voice I can hear. And I was just literally like listing the things I've done for myself this year, listing where I've been versus where I am now. And just like I said, just like talking and like changing the narrative to something that I actually want to hear without having to turn something else on. So yeah, I was like really proud of myself. Like I should really just make that more of a habit. Giving myself, maybe not being silent for this many days or this many hours, because I'm pretty sure I can't do that for real. Like it's just not realistic with my home life, and it's just not realistic for me at this point. But I think I'm definitely going to make it a goal to like, you know, every day there's going to be 10 minutes of silence at some point during the day. And then I'll maybe try to like do increments of that. I try in the mornings. I have done in the mornings, like, okay, I'm not gonna get on my phone, I'm not gonna get on anything, but that probably lasts like 5, if anything. And even then, I'm so busy being like living in the future with stuff, like, okay, I gotta get this done, replay this, da, da, da. I'm not necessarily hearing any trauma, whatever, but I'm also not present with myself. Like, I'm just reviewing like my calendar for the day. So it doesn't feel like the same. It doesn't feel restorative in any way. But yeah, I feel like I gave myself the gift of silence for my 33rd birthday. And yeah, I'm like really leaning into that. Really leaning into it. But right now I'm gonna finish up my self-care day. I just got out of a really long shower, feeling super moisturized. But before I lose that moisture, I want to just like handle my face and then get to the rest of my body. I know I showed you guys this at the beginning of the vlog, or maybe not, depending how I edit this, but I got some PR packages just in time because I have been searching for all new skincare. I'm really starting to pay attention to what I put into my body and like on my skin specifically, starting with my skin. Actually, like, let's be real, like I still ate Taco Bell at the beginning of this vlog. Yeah, but I'm paying attention to more of my skincare, and I'm hearing so much about this brand. Like, I've come across it before. I haven't really, you know, seen anyone that I know personally using it, but when I went to do a little bit more search on it, like other people on YouTube or other people on Instagram, supposedly the hyaluronic acid is what's going to get me hooked on this. I'm hearing what the tea about it is that it has a 2.1% hyaluronic acid. It's 2.1% hyaluronic acid. Apparently that's a big deal. Like, it's really moisturizing. So we'll see. I'm not usually a fan of cleansers. I feel like they don't do enough for me unless I double cleanse, but this seems to just have a really high percentage of like anything that's in it, so I'm definitely going to try. It's like 4.1% glycolic acid, 1.8% mandelic acid, has willow bark extract, and niacinamide in it. Here's the moisturizer, and what I forgot to mention about this brand, besides the fact that everyone's obsessed with the hyaluronic acid, is that the brand itself is, they pride themselves on being very clean and using more activators instead of chemicals. So apparently it's like little to no chemicals in here, which is kind of it needs to become more of a trend in the beauty industry, especially for those of us with sensitive skin and those of us becoming more conscious about what we put on our skin. So yeah, I'm glad I got this. I'm gonna use it and I'm gonna tell you guys how I feel about it, but of course I need a couple uses so I can actually be very honest about it. But let me get to it and enjoy my self-care.